Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner trying to create good field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's Penn. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Seminoles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally brought down at the 7. Sets up a 1st and goal here.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that 1st down and the 3rd down conversion.
And the Noles looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second and goal for the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They finally corral him at the 1.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
So they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They're going to run it. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here comes a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Mustangs looking to run some tempo here. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Makes a nice move there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The Mustangs trying to cash in here in the red zone. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morales. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Trying to find room. It's Morales. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. Across the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He shreds the tackle. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down. The gain makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's throwing for it on fourth down. Took contact on the throw. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Mustangs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle. The Knowles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass here on second down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The red zone has been a real struggle so far for this offense. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to find some room. It's Penn.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Oh, the ball comes loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the grab. It's Penn. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Nice grab. It's Penn. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. First play of the second half is a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert, and now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone. Third down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, it's third and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out, it's Morales. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it. Backed up to his own end zone. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Oh, and the football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ponies. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing.
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morales. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. pass on the jet sweep. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch is made way down inside the 30. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He pulls in the catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the Mustangs looking to cash in this red zone trip. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. It's an option look. Pitches to the back. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And that pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters. Man, I love the route here by the receiver. Really sold these going vertical downfield, ends up coming back to the football to pick up big yards.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that that we live in right now. Everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick catch. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
325.
He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's second down here. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive.
42 spot.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The Noles are going to cash in here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game is not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team can